Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well, and I'm super excited for today's video. Today we are going to look at my last week of sales. So we're going to look at 11/11, November 11th, 2022 to today, which is the 17th. So we're looking at a Friday to Thursday for my weekly sales, and I picked this time because I have been doing a Posh show a week. I've been trying it out. And I didn't want to include those sales in my look at a week, because I feel like that won't really help you that much, at least with what brands are selling and what a typical week looks like without a Posh show. So that's why it's structured like that. But I am kind of excited too to talk to you guys about how Posh shows are affecting my sales, because I know from hearing you guys reach out to me that they are really affecting your sales too. So I thought it'd be a good topic to talk about, but also we're gonna look at everything that I sold this last week. So we're gonna look at the individual sales, and then if you stay tuned until the end, I will tell you exactly how much I sold in total this entire week, what I made, and what my net profit is. So stay tuned until the end, but let's jump into what my sales looked like. And I will say, on the whole, my sales were really good this week, which I almost feel bad saying because I know so many people are struggling. But I know that this is also just a very up and down job that I have, reselling clothing online. Sometimes I do well in a week, sometimes I don't. But I do want to be honest and say I have had a good week. I'm sorry if you are not having a good week. I know that it'll come back around, so just keep on hanging in there. But on the whole, since I'm doing Posh shows and I feel like kind of doing okay with Posh shows, I think that is impacting my sales in a good way. I feel like I've been selling more, especially after I finish a Posh show. I feel like I always sell a few more things that night following. And I feel like because I'm selling so many things at once, maybe that's impacting the algorithm in a way. And so I do think that it's actually making my sales increase overall for the month. So I wanted to address that. I think that it is helping my sales, but I know that Posh shows are hurting other people's sales and also lowering the comps for a lot of people looking things up because they're selling at such a low price in a Posh show. But I didn't just sell things on Poshmark. I sold things on eBay and Mercari as well this week. So we're going to check out all of those. So I'm going to scoot here to the side and we are going to look at all of my sales. So let's do that. Okay, so in total, we sold 27 items. I sold 2 things on eBay this week, and I sold 1 thing on Mercari, and then the rest is all from Poshmark, so it's 24 items. And again, this is not including any shows or live selling of any sort. So first, I'm going to start off with what we sold on Jeremy's Poshmark because there's just fewer sales there. So we're going to jump through these ones real quick. And we are filming this in the middle of the day on the 17th. So I know all of today is included in this week of what sold, but we're not going to, if we have any more sales today, those will just be bonuses. So let's see what we sold so far today and the rest of this week. So we're starting with the oldest sales and moving towards the newest sales. And that first sale that we're going to talk about is this pair of UGG embroidered suede and sheepskin boots. Finally sold. I picked these up maybe in spring of last year, and they waited until winter again to sell. They are so cute. These were this amazing condition, almost like new without tags. Gray pair of UGG boots with all this beautiful embroidery on them. I had these listed at like $100, $110 for months, and then they finally sold on Jeremy's Poshmark for $78, which I feel like was a great deal to them because these things are really pretty. They were a size 6. From $78, we made $62.40 from Poshmark. And that was a really good sale for Jeremy. That was a high sale. I'm happy with that sale. I bought those at a buy-sell trade store. And so I think I used in-store credit to purchase those, so nothing really out of my pocket, which is excellent. And then next up, we have this Andrew Mark women's knit jacket in a size extra large. I got this in the bins. So a bins pickup for me, it costs $1.59 per pound. This was like a jacket, a coat. So it probably cost me about $2 or $3 for this jacket. And then we sold it for $50, and it was a gorgeous color and it was so well made. So it was a beautiful piece. And we made $40 off of the jacket at the end of the day. And I don't sleep on Andrew Mark. I know a lot of people don't enjoy selling it, but it is a high quality brand, or like Mark New York. Generally, they're higher quality brands. They just don't usually have a ton of resale value. But I find for like outerwear and coats and jackets, I pick them up and they do sell around $50. Not too bad. And then the next piece that sold was another bins pickup. This is this J. Crew Stunning Chic Stuart plaid jeweled funnel neck top. It was a size 14. It was from the J. Crew holiday collection. And this had this amazing, like, great plaid, but then also like some bejewelment on the sleeve. So it was really cute. Size 14. And it sold for $34. So we made $25.48 from that. Again, bins pickup, probably about $1 into the piece. So again, amazing sale. Very happy with that one as well. And she also sat until winter again to sell. Along with this one. This one is one of my older pickups. This is from when I lived in my apartment, when Jeremy and I were living in an apartment before our house. This is a 100% cashmere poncho from Kinross Cashmere. It was a bins pickup, so I paid about $1 for it, but I've had this for a while. I'm modeling it in this picture. But yeah, it's a size large, and it sold for $49 finally. And from $49, we made $37.48. So about $35 of net profit. It did take a hot second to sell though. But I do like to pick up cashmere and just like nicer fabrics in the bins, because those nice fabrics usually can sell pieces. So it did sell this piece eventually. It just took a hot minute, but we got there. We got there eventually, right? So that's what matters. And then the last piece that Jeremy sold on his Poshmark was this NFL Chicago Bears knit like sweater. And I picked this up at a garage sale in Indiana. So it was a size extra, extra large. I think I paid $2 for this sweater, and then we sold it for $20. But again, this one sat for a while too. It's a garage sale last year, I think. So she's been around, but we made $16. So I don't know if I would pick that one up again unless I was in the bins. It adds up. But it did sit for a long time. But we do really well reselling NFL pieces and like sport teams in general. We do sell pretty well. So I don't know, take that how you will. But those are the things that sold on his Poshmark. And now we're gonna prepare for a marathon of my Poshmark sales. And then we'll get into the eBay and Mercari ones as well. But my first sale on my Poshmark the day after my last Posh show was this vintage Penn State graphic crew neck. I picked this up, I believe, in Washington, D.C. If you guys missed that video, I think I'll put a card up above for you. I grabbed this, and I think Jeremy found this, and it was a really cool vintage graphic sweatshirt. And like I'm saying, guys, I sell a lot of these kind of cool crew necks and things like this for good money. This one sold outright for $50, and I only had this listed for, I think, 2 or 3 days. So it was a size large and $50. I think I paid at the most $4, $5 for this, and we made $40. So $35 in a day is not bad. I'm very, very grateful for that one. Then another sale was this Lulu's red lace V-neck mini dress in a size extra large. Lulu's dresses are consistent sellers for me. I picked them up for pretty cheap, and then I pretty much try to consistently sell them around $35, and they usually move right around that amount. 28, we made $20.68. I'm sure I paid less than $5 for this. So that was also, I think, a good one. And then this piece is actually from my personal closet. I'm getting ready to do a closet declutter, and I've just been like, I love cleaning and decluttering things, but when I have to also film it, then I like push it back a little bit. So I'm waiting. I'm going to film my closet declutter this weekend. But I knew this is a piece I was going to get rid of, and I poshed it. I bought it on Poshmark, and so I reposhed it, and it sold within a day. Whoops. So it's not going to make it into the closet declutter, but it's an Everlane 100% cashmere sweater, and it sold for $34. I made $27.20. I think I bought this for like $15 on Poshmark. So I made more from it than I bought it for, which is always the goal. And it's still a good deal for a 100% cashmere sweater from Everlane. So I'm happy to find that one a new home because I never wore it. And then next up, we have a bundle. So I love bundlers. They're just the best. But this is actually a viewer. So Lace Diggity, if you're watching, thank you so much. She has bought from my Posh Shows twice now, and each time has bundled whatever she's bought from my Posh Show with some things in my closet, which is really an easy thing for me to help her through, and is nice to be able to send out more than one thing at a time and only pay for shipping once. So she bundled, she bought a Madewell dress in the Posh Show for $12, and then she bundled an Anthropologie top and a Vince pink cashmere sweater. And so then I just sent them all out together, just canceled her Madewell dress, and then sent all of these things together in a bundle. And so we sold both of those pieces plus the Madewell dress. I sent her an offer of $70 for all three, and we made $56. So a little confusing, but I probably have about $15 into it. And so I made probably $30 from those 3 pieces is what I'm assuming. It's a little hard when it gets into bundles, but that's what we got. And then the next piece is this Talbot's little black dress. It had buttons down the front. I picked this up at the last 2nd Avenue half off sale. So I think I paid like $3 or $2 for my cost of goods that day. And we sold this for $21. So I made it $16.80. So about $13 net profit. And then the next one after that is this Ralph Lauren orange cable knit ribbed v-neck sweater, size extra large, bins pickup. And now I am much more wary of picking up Ralph Lauren than I would have been when I picked this puppy up. It just sits. It doesn't sell very quickly. And so this video might lead you to believe that it does, because I have 2 Ralph Lauren sales, but I also just was taking offers because they have been in my closet, my Poshmark closet, for so long. This one sold for $19. We made $15.20. So I made $14 because it's a bins pickup, but it took a hot second. Same thing with this next pair of pants. These were a Ralph Lauren tie-dye jean, and they were size 16, which is why I picked them up. Great size, but they sold for $20. We made $16. Again, since it was a bins pickup, I probably made about $15 in net profit, but again, took so long to sell. I don't know if I would suggest it. And so I've been much more wary of picking up Ralph Lauren, although I love to pick up Polo Ralph Lauren and just Ralph Lauren in general. So take it how you will. Then next up, we're on November 13th now. We sold this Champion Fleece Sherpa Zip Up sweatshirt, and this was one of the Dollar Thrift Challenge items. So if you guys have been watching since the Dollar Thrift Challenge, let me know. Let me know down below in the comments. I've been thinking about doing an update video because I have sold so many things from that series I was doing. This one sold for $20. I made $16, and I'd be interested to see how much we've made so far from the Dollar Thrift Challenge. But let me know if you've been watching since then. Then next up, a Dooney and Burke green leather monogram wristlet. Literally relisted it, and then within the hour it sold. So it sold for $20 and I made $16. I picked that up for I think $3 at 2nd Avenue. So a good flip again. And this is your friendly reminder to relist your items. I use Posher VA to relist my items, but you can also do it by hand. I'm sure there's a Poshmark article somewhere I'm showing you how to relist things on Poshmark. But if you aren't interested in trying out Posher VA, I do have a code with them. I think you get 25% off your first month. So not too bad. And then I make a commission on that too. So follow my link if you're interested in trying it. Give us both a good deal, and I highly recommend it. I never worry about sharing anymore, and I don't worry about relisting things. It's very nice. Then our next sale here is this Columbia Omni Heat quarter zip pullover. I sold it for $20, made $14.28. Got a lot of $20 sales in here, but they add up, people. $20 sales are not bad. They are wonderful. We like them because they stack. Now, next up is something I was so excited that sold, because this I have had sitting since last spring, summer, probably spring. And it was a great piece, but it has not sold, and I didn't know why. It had so many likes on it. Is this chocolate brown North Face 550 puffer jacket, which was really popular because one of the Kardashians or the Jenners wore it, and then it was everybody wanted one. I had this listed at $200. Somebody came in and asked me what the lowest I would take is, and I said $125, and they're like, okay. And then they asked me how to make an offer on Poshmark because they were new to it. So I was like, I'll walk you through it. Sure, if you want it, let's do this. And so sold it for $125. We made $100. I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace for I think $20, 15 or $20. So we made $75 to $80 on this jacket. Very happy with that. And that was my best sale of the week, I believe. And then right on the tail of that, within the same hour, I think, I sold this Diane von Furstenberg Renee 100% silk red leopard print size 6 dress, which again, I had just relisted the same day. So sold it for $60, and then we made $46.28. I got this at 2nd Avenue, I think for $5. So not too shabby, about $40 of net profit. And then after that, this sweater, I have been receiving countless questions about on eBay. So many people wanting measurements, and I put measurements in it because I was getting so many questions about it. I'm not normally a measurements gal. I just find that usually it doesn't help, but for Eileen Fisher, it does. This Eileen Fisher was a Eileen Fisher wool and cashmere blend, like cardigan sweater in this beautiful blue color. And it sold for $40, which means we made $32. But I have literally had so many people offer on it like that sweater. So something about a chunky knit from Eileen Fisher might be something to look out for. I pick her up no matter what because I just like selling that brand. But if you're not super into everything Eileen Fisher, maybe just like a chunky knit, maybe with cashmere, maybe that's the way to go if you're just like doing a little foray into it. Because I had a lot of interest in that piece. And then I sold this amazingly cute pair of FitFlops. These were like a little slipper. They're the Chrissy slippers in a size 8. Sold them for $25. Probably could have sold them for more, but I think I had them listed at $40. But I decided to take the offer because I was just trying to move some shoes. So if anybody's interested in shoes, go look in my Poshmark closet, make me an offer. I'm picking lots of offers right now because I'm just running out of shoe storage, but I love picking up shoes, so it's a problem. We sold it for $25, made $20, and I'm happy to move them and that they're going to a new home. They're so cute. They were such a cute pair of shoes. I love them. Next up, a gorgeous pair of Birkenstock Boston clogs. They were a size 7. I picked them up over the summer, recently found them in a bag that I had not I hadn't hauled for you guys yet. And those are so popular right now, I almost missed out. Although if I would have listed them in the summer, they wouldn't have been as popular then, and I probably wouldn't have made as much money. So it all happens for a reason, am I right? But these sold for $55. I had them listed at like, I think 80 maybe, which was kind of high, but if these were like a tan pair of clogs from Birkenstock, you could make like $100 right now, guys. It's crazy. So I sold these for $55 and we made $44, which was great because I paid, I think, $5 for them. And then the next piece is the only piece I have not sent out yet. I need to go find them. They're a vintage 100% genuine leather, super high-waisted pants in a size 36. And I got these in the bins, so I paid about $2 probably for them, and they sold for $40. So from $40, we make $30.28. I must have sent out a shipping offer on those as well. And then the very last thing is something I took pictures of yesterday, listed yesterday, and it sold today. We love when things happen like that. And these are probably my quickest selling item recently. These, I have sold, I think, 4 pairs in the last month or two. Every time I find these, I swear, they go like that. And it is the UGG Tasman slippers. These are in a chestnut brown, size 8. And I promise you guys, I don't know why, but these are so popular right now. And I sold them every time for around $40. So this pair sold for $37. And I must have sent out an offer because we made $27.88. But they sold so quickly. I would happily take that over and over again. But I got these ones, I think, in the bins. I'm pretty sure. So from the bins, that's a great flip. If these aren't from the bins, then they're from 2nd Avenue. But I've picked up so many now recently that I don't remember which ones are from the bins and which ones aren't. I'm looking at the bottoms of the shoes. There's no writing on them, so these must be from the bins, which is a crazy find. And I think I picked up 2 or 3 pairs the same day from the bins. Absolutely insane. So those sold for $37, which is amazing. And now that was the last Poshmark sale. So now let's head on over to my Mercari and eBay sales. And I had some good ones over there as well. So let's start with Mercari because I just had one sale on Mercari and it actually sold just yesterday. But this is a Spirit jersey. I've talked about Disney Spirit jerseys on my channel before. I found, I think, 2 the same day. I've only found 3 ever and I've sold all 3. One of them I sold for $100. Another one I sold for, I think, $80. Crazy that you can sell things for so much. But this one just sold for $45. It's a more common Spirit jersey, which is why it sold for a little bit less, but it still sold for $45. I bought this, I think, for $5. And from $45, how much do we make? It's Mercari, so I've got to go do some things here. $38.69, which is an amazing amount to make. I like only having a 10% selling fee on Mercari. That is always very nice. So that's the last of the Spirit jerseys I have. I'm always on the lookout for more though. So those are super cool. And then I had 2 sales on eBay. The first one was something I relisted. It sold on eBay and then the buyer, I hate it when the buyers never pay for things after they make an offer. It's literally the worst. My biggest gripe with eBay. Why can't they just be forced to pay if they make an offer? But anyways, it was something that sold, the buyer never paid for. Then I relisted it, and within, I think, 10 minutes, somebody bought it again but didn't pay. So, so annoying. But then they did pay, and I shipped it, so that's great. It sold for $45, and they also paid $8.99 in shipping. And it's always hard to figure out how much you actually make on eBay. I don't think it was promoted, so let's say we lose $5 to eBay. I make around $38, $39. Happy with that. And then the other thing I sold on eBay was this Eileen Fisher organic cotton, really cute, like red-orange button-down shirt. And they offered me $41.01. But with the $8.99 shipping, I was like, why'd they offer me that? But with the $8.99 shipping, it comes out to $50 even. So that makes sense to me now. But they paid, I sent it out, and I have another exactly like this in a different color in my closet. And I was expecting the other one to sell first. So the other one's like a light pink. This one's a darkish red orange, and they were both in a size medium, but I was happy to see this go out the door for $40. I believe I paid like $4 for these both at 2nd Avenue. So a great sale. Both of those are out the door. They're going to their new owner. And those were the 27 pieces that I sold. I know there's a lot of things there. I do think it's helpful to see all those sales and see and learn from me and my mistakes and my successes and try to see how you can implement those into your own business. Or if you just like watching my thrift hauls and then like to see what sells, that's fine too. But in total, let's do the totals now. From my Poshmark, I sold $684 this week. Jeremy sold on his Poshmark $231 this week. And then on my Mercari, I sold $45. And eBay, I sold $86.01. So in total, my total sales for this week from the 11th to the 17th, not including anything after like 2 o'clock when I'm filming this, is $1,046.01. So almost, that's a good week. That's almost my highest week in a while. $1,050 basically. And I sold 27 items, and that $1,046.01 when you divide by 27 is $38.74 as my average selling price per item, which is really good. I'm really excited with that number going up. I've been doing a lot of work to try to raise my average sales price so that I don't have to sell as many things but still make the same amount in sales. Been trying to find some good quality items in the bins and at thrift stores. I feel like I'm kind of succeeding. And I'm trying out Posh Shows, and we're doing this crazy thing, and we're trying our best up in these parts. So that was my sales week. I sold 27 items. I feel good about this week. I feel good going into Thanksgiving week. Hopefully things go well. But how do your guys' sales look? I feel like I've been selling less and less on Mercari and eBay, and I don't know why. Is anybody else experiencing that? I know some people are selling less on Poshmark without doing Posh Shows. Like, there's a lot of turmoil going on, so I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Let's hear how your guys' sales are going, and if you have some frustrations, this is a safe place to talk about them. I am all ears. I will try to respond to you too. If you are feeling frustrated, you're not alone. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And until the next video, bye.